Hi everyone, this is Tamlin Hisler from the Happiness Consultancy, and I'm excited today to be sharing my Wednesday happiness tip with you. And today the tip is all about creating harmony and balance in your life. And this is actually a tip that I shared last night with my 6 Weeks to Happiness group, which was our last session. It was our sixth session of the 6 weeks. So I thought it would be a great chance for me to share it with all of you guys too, to help you create some balance and harmony in your life. So what I found was in starting my own business and starting this entrepreneurial journey was that I was very busy all the time. I was creating content, I was promoting my business, I was marketing my business, creating websites, writing blogs, doing videos, and I was very busy and didn't have enough of the time that I wanted in my life for the important things for me. So things like me time, things like time for my family, things like social time with my friends, things like exercise. So I found that I was frantically always busy working on my business and not actually getting enough balance and harmony in my life. And since I started and created this balance wheel that I'm going to share with you now, everything started to change for me. I started to make time for the things that were important in my life and actually do them. And that's actually when I achieved some balance, flexibility, and harmony in my life. And that for me is what the definition of success is. It's no good for me being successful and having a lot of money and doing very well, but being completely worn out and exhausted. Okay, so while I want the success and the happiness and all of that, it's really important that I maintain that balance. And that's why I use this balance wheel. So this tool is not only for people like me who are entrepreneurs and are busy and growing their businesses, it's also for busy mums or young people in stressful jobs or CEOs and companies that have a lot on their plate. So it's really helpful for a wide variety of people. So before we begin, I just wanted to talk about the definition of harmony. And the definition of harmony is actually when all the important areas of your life are in balance and work together in a holistic way. Okay, so while we all strive for harmony, it's really important that we realize as human beings, it's unrealistic to have harmony and balance all the time, at every moment of our lives. So it's important that we do what we can to work on the areas that need the harmony and balance. So it's about shifting our energy when we need to, depending on what we're going through at that point in our life. So that's what I'm going to talk to you now, is about these 10 steps that create balance in my life. So I sat down and looked at my life and assessed that when I had all of these things functioning well, then I achieved harmony and balance. And they might be different for you too. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what stage you're at in your life, but I know that some of these will be on your list too. So I sat down and said, right, in order to achieve harmony and balance, what do I need more of in my life? And that was these 10 steps, okay? And this list, by the way, correlates with a lot of what successful people have in their life too, because I obviously, wanting to be successful myself, I do model a lot of other successful people. So let's take a look at this 10-step process to increase balance and harmony. So I'm going to start here with me. So me means me time. It means headspace. It means time for myself just to be on my own, be silent, be present, and really kind of relax and take that time out for me. So this time is especially for my meditation. So I meditate every day and I really make sure that I have that me time. And also when I do my goals, my visualization, my personal development, I consider that me time as well. So make sure that you're carving some me time out in your day. The next step is food. Am I eating the best food that I can that are fueling my body and my mind in the best way possible? 3 is exercise. I make sure that I move at least 20 minutes a day, 5 to 7 days a week. And I do a variety of exercise because if I want my mind to be functioning at 100%, I need to be moving my body, okay? And I need that for balance because exercise is actually a huge stress reliever. Then I've got sleep. So again, I make sure that I have at least 6 hours sleep a night. Some people will need more, some people can function on less, but sleep is really optimal time for healing and for rest. And we all know that. And one way that we can sleep better is by creating a routine, going to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time, and turning off electronics at least half an hour before bed. Then we have emotion. So this is my emotional well-being. So if I'm all right in my mind, then I'm all right in my body and I can have balance. So I really make sure that I keep my emotions in check in terms of I don't hold any toxicity in my body, in terms of feeling angry or bitter or resentful to anybody, and make sure that no matter what I'm going through, I always release any negative feelings in my life. And that's including limiting beliefs and any horrible feelings that you have towards somebody else. I make sure that if I ever go through any experience like that, I release that. Then I've got relationships. So relationships are a huge part in creating happiness for so many people in their lives. And I really need to maintain that I have a good relationship with my family and my friends. And often being a busy person, sometimes that stuff falls by the wayside. So making sure I have it on my balance wheel makes it a priority for me. Then I've got laughter. So laughter really, really adds happiness and value to my life. So I make sure I have time to laugh every day, and that I actually am proactive about finding things to laugh about. And I especially love animals, and I'll often Google like funny animal videos, and that's my daily dose of laughter. So make sure you find what makes you laugh too and do more of that. And then I've got passion. So I make sure that I work on my passion every day. And even if I'm doing something that I'm not particularly excited about, then I put passion into it. So passion is everything. If you don't have passion, you're living an average life or you're living a mediocre life, and you can be passionate about things by choice, okay? But make sure that if you can, most of the time, do things that you're passionate about, because it really adds value to your life. And then I've got purpose. So every day I wake up with a purpose. I want to change somebody's life. I want to make them happier. I want to inspire positive change. And that's what gets me going in the morning. It's because of me, they're better. And that is a really big thing for me. And purpose is really about something bigger than you. Okay, so ask yourself, what is my purpose for today? Something bigger than me. And what is my purpose for this week, or this month, for my life? And then I've got comfort zone. So comfort zone is making sure that I step out of my comfort zone each day. Because when you step outside of your comfort zone, you grow and you become a better person, because you learn from all the things that you go through. So I make sure that I do that too. And so I've got this diagram up all the time, and each week I do an evaluation. Okay, so each week I'll look at my balance wheel and say, right, what is a win in this area? So I've got WLP, and W stands for win. So what is a win in this area? Did I do my me time 7 days this week? No, I only did it 5, but that's still a win. You did it 5 out of 7 days a week. That's amazing. Then I've got L, which stands for learning. So what can I learn? How can I make it from a 5 to a 6, for example? What can I do differently? Maybe I can use an app, or maybe I can learn a new way to meditate, or maybe I can bring presence into my life in other ways. And then A stands for action. So what can I do next week that will move me forward? So perhaps it's making a commitment to doing one thing extra that week in terms of my me time. And I go around the wheel. It only takes me 15 minutes to do each week. And I go around the wheel and I ask, what's a win, what's a learning, and what's an action I can take in that area of my life, okay? And by doing that, it helps me maintain my balance and my harmony in my life. Because sometimes, for example, if I'm really busy, then my relationships suffer. So then I'm looking at my relationship segment and saying, last week I only saw my parents once, and I would actually like to see them twice. So perhaps in my actions down here, I could say, schedule a time in to see my family twice this week, for example. Okay. Or, for example, the comfort zone, it might be this week I was so busy that I forgot to step out of my comfort zone. So I'm going to make an action to prospect somebody or phone somebody that I have been meaning to, that I've been putting off, and that's stepping out of my comfort zone. Okay, so literally I want you guys to, step 1 is create a balance wheel. So your balance wheel can include these topics that I've got included, which help me create balance and harmony in my life. But ask yourself, what helps me create balance and harmony in your life? And then make a balance wheel on that. Then divide it into 3 segments and have a win, a learning, and an action. So you segment it and you have wins, learnings, and actions, okay? And then you go through each section and say, what is a win in this area of my life? What is a learning in this area of my life? What is an action in this area of my life? So that's an assessment. The third step is you assess each of those areas. And then throughout the week, you obviously take the actions that you've written, that you've put on your list, and then the next week you assess, how did I do? How did I do in terms of my actions? Did I actually follow through? What else did I learn? What else did I win? So this balance wheel really has the benefit of you constantly moving forward to creating more balance and happiness in your life. If you don't have an awareness of where you're at in your life and what makes you happy and what gives you balance, then you have nothing to gauge with. You have nothing to progress from. So awareness is the first step to change. So if you're finding that you are sometimes stressed out or busy or overwhelmed or just time is running away from you, take the balance wheel and start to take control of your life. Start to create more awareness in your life and start to create more balance in your life. That was my tip for today, guys. I hope it was useful. Thank you for watching. And if you found this exercise useful but you don't really know how to do it, please feel free to drop me a line and I'll have a 20-minute free call with you, no obligation, just to show you how to go through the balance wheel and how to create it for yourself. Guys, let me know what you think of the balance wheel. Let me know if it works for you and have a great day. Bye.